What's up, boys? Today's sell. We'll cover bias, guys. How's everyone doing, man? Last day of the week. Non-farm payroll. You either get burned or you catch really good risk reward. Do we have anything else? Oh, just non-farm payroll, no other news. What's up, Ben? What's up, Peter? What's up, PDI? What's up, Movie Shooter? What's up, Humble? What's up, Cody? What's up, Manny? So fun doing that, bro. I can do that every day. Yo, I went to watch Sinners yesterday. It wasn't bad. But low-key, that shit was overhyped. Good, Tommy. What's up? What's up, guys? You got your toss up account? Nice, bro. Out of 10, maybe 6. It was just like, what was the point of it? Like, yo, the only thing is, like, I can understand if you like movies for, like, the symbolism, like, in terms of like symbolism and like in depth, if you really go into it, okay, there's a good story. You know, the whole thing with the Ku Klux, the KKK, and sure, there's a good story in there, but in terms of the actual just, in terms of just the actual story of it, it's really not that good in my opinion. Like the whole movie is they open up a club, they get attacked by vampires, and then there's a survivor. Like that's the whole movie, bro. It's alright, right? I've seen better. The videography was really good though. The way they videoed it, and that was good. Top three films all time. I don't know about top three films, but I'll tell you what I like. I really liked um I really liked the Planet of the Apes series. Marvel or the Avengers series. I'll give out bias and stuff. Just be patient, man. It's only 9:14. I'm early actually. The Planet of the Apes series is really good. I agree. Um, yeah, I mean the Marvel movies, the Avenger movies were good. I like the Avatar. They're making a new Avatar. You know what I actually low-key love, bro? I love Kung Fu Panda, bro. I think Kung Fu Panda is amazing, bro. Kung Fu Panda goes crazy. Also, what's going on? Oh, I'm in RTH. Okay. Amazing franchise for real. 100 Men of Gorilla. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I feel like anyone that says Gorilla is just tripping. Obviously, depends on the circumstances. But like, bro, like it 100 men can pin down a gorilla. Okay? Don't tell me like don't tell me 100 men cannot pin down a gorilla and then you gotta hit it in the eye. Like, bro, have you guys ever seen those shark movies where the guy literally takes down a shark? Okay, I guess it's a shark. It's kind of easier to get to a shark, but you're in the water. Like, you got a huge disadvantage. Bro, surely 10 guys can pin down a gorilla. If 4 guys, one goes for each arm, that's only 16 people, bro. 4 people for each arm. Maybe some will die on the way, bro. That's okay, you know? But, I mean, yo, bro. I don't know who started this shit, but come on, bro. Who be saying, like, the gorilla's gonna kill, destroy everyone? Like, yeah, bro. Some people are gonna die to gorilla, probably. Right? But, like, if everyone's in there to a fight to the death, like, we're being real here. Like, you can't escape. Then, bro, you're tripping? Oh, my God. Gorilla's not destroying the first 10 to 20. Bro, what do you think the gorilla's gonna do? Like, just walk around slapping, like, at max speed, hitting everything in its path? That's not gonna happen, bro. As soon as, like... Nah, bro, this can't be real, bro. This can't be real. Bro, it takes 4 average healthy males. 4. To take down one limb. You don't even have to take down the gorilla. You just have to occupy its limb. That's all you gotta do, bro. Google a full-size gorilla. Bro, Google 100 men. Google 100 men, bro. You guys are acting like it's a one-on-one 100 times. Like, what? Nah, this has to be Rage Bay, bro. I can't submit to this. Even if there's no weapon, bro. All you have to do, listen, this is all you have to do. All you have to do is pin down the gorilla. It has 4 limbs. I don't care how much it can bench. If 4 people, one go for each arm. The gorilla has 4 arms or whatever, 2 arms and 2 legs. 4. 4 people to the left arm, 4 people to the right arm, 4 people to the leg, 4 people to the other leg, 4 people from behind. That gorilla is gonna get pinned down and someone will poke its eye out and then you win. Someone might die on the way. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But that's fine. We got replacements, bro. You think the gorilla gonna let us get that close? Bro, the gorilla's not gonna, like, what? You guys are acting like 20 guys are gonna go to a gorilla. The gorilla's gonna go, like, and just everyone's gonna die. Like, that's not gonna happen. The gorilla can only get you one at a time, bro. Like, come on, use your brain, bro. The reason the humans are gonna win is because they can use their brain and coordinate. Like, they're not, you guys are acting like they're just gonna run at the gorilla and take it. That's not gonna happen, bro. Like, what? I can't believe this, man. I can't believe you guys, man. I can't believe my chat is submitting to the gorilla. It's gonna start ripping limbs? Sure, that's fine, bro. Eventually, its limbs will be pinned. Gorilla versus 100 chicken? Bro, you guys are tripping, bro. You can do it with like 30, 40 men, bro. The gorilla will get tired. The gorilla's gonna get pinned, bro. Like, when you have like 20, 30 people coming at you like this, okay, I get not the whole 100 because that's not possible, but 20, 15, 20 people can go like this around the gorilla. The gorilla's not gonna get everyone, bro. One person jumps on the gorilla's head, start bashing it. If one person gets from the gorilla from behind, you just start hitting its head, bro. It may not hurt, but shit, it's gonna be hella annoying. You know? I'm sure a gorilla, like, how's the gorilla gonna be focused on the 30 people around it when there's people behind, left, right? What's the gorilla gonna do, bro? You're acting like the gorilla has a gun, bro. It's not gonna helicopter every man, bro. No, I'm saying like jump on it like this from behind. Will you jump on a gorilla's? Oh hell no! I mean, if we're being like we have to talk about okay, but realistically, if 100 men were in front of a gorilla, the gorilla would not even fight, bro. The gorilla would just run away. Gorilla's not stupid. So are we talking like everyone's programmed to kill? Like, what's the situation? Are we in a fight to the death and everyone acknowledges that? If so, yeah, bro. If I have to survive, how realistic? I mean, if we're being realistic, then once a couple guys die, we can take their bones and start using it as a weapon, bro. Or we can start using the dead bodies as a shield. You know? No one said you can't use the dead bodies as a shield. Or you can't use, you know, the bones from the people who died as a weapon. I'm saying if we're gonna be realistic, the gorilla gonna fill my FEG? Dead bodies? Yeah, I mean the gorilla. I'm sure the gorilla will kill at least 5. You're not using the bones, bro. If it's a fight to the death, you're using the bone. You gotta use whatever you gotta use, bro. You do what you gotta do to survive. Because then you don't have to just get it in the eye. There's sweet spots to the gorilla, bro. Every animal, like if you hit something in the, I don't care how big and mighty you are. All it takes is one human out of the 100 to find a way to poke it all the way through in the eye. You win. That's all you need. That's all you need. What do you want today? Someone said stop talking shit. What are you, a gorilla, bro? What, are you taking offense to this? Just gonna make it more angry? Bro, it can be as angry as it wants. It has no eyes, bro. Jerome Powell versus gorilla? Jerome, bro. That's the homie. Pre-market sauce right here. And now has a very narrow target. It is a very narrow target. You're right. That's why some people are gonna die. I really hope someone could just like do this, bro. Like, y'all are tripping, man. Chat is full of gorillas. I guess so, bro. Gorillas in the chat. Y'all are funny, man. Y'all are funny, man. All right. $100, 1K, we can also put tariffs on the gorilla. I'm sure we can also use like sticks and stuff too. Like no one said it has to be bare knuckle cage fight. We're like in the jungle, right? We're not gonna be in a cage. And yo, humans are way more agile too. So we can like maneuver around the gorilla. Like no one's just gonna head on charge the gorilla. That's so stupid. You would instantly die. Whoever the first person is dead instantly. So don't do that. No one said you have to do that. You gotta coordinate, you know, like make a circle around it, slowly close it in. Don't just run at the gorilla. You'll die instantly. You just gotta use your brain a little bit. Alright. No more gorilla talk though. No more gorilla talk. That was a nice refresher. The mind is fresh and clear. Oh, Thomas, you're tripping, bro. This isn't a movie, bro. It's not gonna happen. This NFP, bro. All right, let's focus up. Let's focus up, boys. I mean, to be honest, I'm already focused up. I marked out previous day high. We have a potential TGIF situation today. It's possible. It's possible. I'm not going to force it because, listen, because order flow is really bullish going into 9:30. So I'm not going to force TGIF, but it's possible we reach. The conditions are there. If we can get a setup off of previous day's high tab, it's possible. Right now, order flow is really bullish. So I may not force that. You know, we have a bearish fair value gap up here. Notice I'm not including the volume imbalance because the volume imbalance, listen closely, the volume imbalance covers 50% of this wick. So I'm not going to include the volume imbalance. So I'm going to mark it out like this. And this is a daily civvy. It's actually a balanced price range. So we can potentially seek that now and treat it as an inversion maybe if we get higher. ES also hasn't taken out the monthly high. You can also say we mark out the quarters of this. We have 70. Oh, would you look at that? That's just perfect. 75%, 25% of this monthly fair value gap aligns perfectly with that gray box. So it may not be today, and it may not be tomorrow, but eventually, I think we will reach 20. Let's call it 2011 200 20.2. It could happen today. I mean, we have bullish fair value gap that we could, seek to fill and then offer higher. It's possible. That would negate our TGIF idea. I mean, TGIF here aligning with this fair value gap 50% from Asia. We also have NFP low aligning with 20%. Retail has taken already. It doesn't matter. You can still use it for TGIF higher time frame PD, right? That is free sauce. Everything I just said was like 6 months of ICT core content. I ain't even gonna lie. Why don't you buy the gray box? It's possible. I have to wait for I mean, because I don't know if we're gonna do something like this. This is idea number one. We may come all the way down, and then we'll see this move either in lunch or PM session, or maybe not today at all. Yeah, I'll look at CE, but it's not. I'm never gonna TP at consequent encroachment unless it's like very obvious. Another thing that wants me to be bullish is the fact that ES hasn't taken the monthly high, but that's also just an SMT, so maybe we won't. We have SMT at the daily highs, and we're in a daily bearish fair value gap. So like, it's definitely possible we don't move any higher, and we just seek that 20% TGIF. So if we get a classic model, I mean, we can't even take a classic model because this is expansion pre-market, right? So what do we have to do? We're gonna have to wait till like 9:45, 9:50 macro, anyways. I wouldn't mind a short like this or a short like this. Like if it takes out the high. Who knows? Maybe we just go up all the way into the gray box. All right. You guys know the drill. It's time to officially lock in. It's the last day of the week. It's our first trading day of May. Let's stay patient. Let's follow all the rules. Don't care about the outcome. Don't care about the P&L. We do care about is managing our trades effectively, taking a good trade. Being patient, so on and so forth. I'm going to minimize chat. We can lock in. I'm going to post a video today about the opening range gap in my series on YouTube. I highly recommend when I post that video on YouTube. If you do not know how to use the opening range gap in your trading, you should watch that video. Right now, I'm bearish. I think price can continue lower personally. There's a hair in my mouth. So this is your pre-market change in the state. I'll mark it out. I'm not going to label it because I don't want anyone to be focused on it. But we'll see if it just happens. You know, this could just be a retest. We'll just see. I'm going to stay patient again. We have an hour and a half to find a high probability trade setup with a high probability draw on liquidity that time and price align in the context of PO3. That's all we're going to do. Simple stuff. Maybe a really nice 4-minute fair value gap there. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know what I say. So I'm going to wait for a first presentation to be put in. If we just start displacing lower, I'm going to let it go. I want to see a fair value gap get put in first. That's like a pretty basic generic rule. Ideally, at least one fair value gap gets put in before you take your first trade. We'll look at the YM here quickly. Damn, YM is bearish. Wait, what? What's going on? Are we bearish? Or? Oh, we're in RTH. So, S&T with YM currently at the high. I wonder if that holds. S&T like this for the YM, but again, just be patient. The candles are not moving much right now. Wait for the macro. Maybe 10 a.m. silver bullet idea. ES is trading well above previous day's high, while NQ is trading below it. How's the stock position doing? Found a video on Andy. We're up pre-market. Okay, we're up. We're up decent. So let me show you guys something. Those of you who do not know, because you never look at the monthly, because you're scared of the monthly. Last month, we come all the way down. 2,950 point wick. We take out the August low. In fact, I think we took out 1, 2, 3, 4 previous quarters low. So we had the lowest pricing in 4 quarters, 1 whole year. Okay, the yearly low. Got the yearly low. But look how high we're trading above the yearly low now, 15%. So, yes, we have a bearish monthly fair value gap here, but that's a really strong wick. Sure, it's possible we get something like that, maybe, but I'm pretty optimistic personally. I think the fundamentals will align with higher prices. So maybe we can come down to previous month's open, which is right here. Maybe we can come down to 50% of the wick, maybe 25% of the wick. It's a really large wick. But in my opinion, I think we can get higher prices. Now, I wouldn't use that. That's not my daily bias, but if I'm having a macro perspective on things, that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. Obviously, anything that Trump says at any point in time will absolutely, dictate what happens. If he says anything, that will pretty much just give like higher or lower prices depending on what he says and how the market uses it. So wouldn't stay too focused on that. Looks like we are moving lower. So S&T with YM. They break their block right here. I'm not trading this, just simply annotating. High, low, higher high, lower low. So market structure shift. Even mark it out like this on the 15-second. So I'm looking at this low right here. This one is inside the fair value gap, so I think it's a potential objective. It's not really tradable in my opinion. Worthy, so come on, just give me a chance. And see how we touched, or we failed to touch previous day's high? Got really close. So we have a fair value gap here, but I'm going to use this as first presentation. This one's very small. Very small fair value gap. 15, 14 seconds until this candle closes. We're almost at 25% of the opening range gap. All right, trading into first presentation right now. I wonder if we can get short. Like, it's not easy, but if we had a really aggressive stop and we did something like this, can't really frame a high probability short here with good risk to reward. It's too difficult. Maybe if we get an inversion out of here on the 15-second. But I'd rather just be patient, look for a good trade setup. There's consequent encroachment. Here we trade into the low. We trade into the 15. So we traded into the lower 15-minute bullish fair value gap. That is something to keep in mind. That is something to keep in mind. So we traded into a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. You can see it right there. And we actually have an S&T there as well. So S&T inside the 15-minute bullish fair value gap. See if we can narrow this fair value gap down, just make it a little bit cleaner to draw. For example, right here. It's starting to look quite bullish. That's 1R. That's 2R. See with YM as well. Inversing first presentation. Failure to get to 25% opening range gap. Interesting for sure. It's going. I'm not leaving a limit order here, but I am watching this, potentially offering a setup as such. We haven't inversed this 2-minute one. I'm just staying a little bit patient. Inverse first presentation. I do think we can get some buy side here, but that's a BPR. We do inverse the 2-minute one. Two-minute one inverse as well. Getting lower. Hard to get good risk reward here, so I'm just being patient. Almost 9:45, new 50-minute candle open. Probably expect that candle to be a bullish candle because the previous one traded lower into the 15 and wicked. So next 15 minutes should be somewhat bullish at least. $44. ES could still want to move lower. It's possible. Hmm. 10 seconds, the new 15-minute candle opens. So we should see a new range put in. We also have the macro in 5 minutes. Macro in 5 minutes. There's 9:45 here. So this 15-minute candle, I'd expect it to be bullish. We have stacked equal highs. We've already traded lower. So it's still kind of difficult to get good risk to reward. I haven't even ticked. Actually, we did tick below once. I might get S&T over here with an ES. We have an S&T right here. Still not really tradable. I mean, technically this is an OB. Macros in 3 minutes. We're gonna break this low. Retesting first presentation. Probably gonna get an S&T here. Like this. Maybe like this. We already have it with YM. Go trading lower. Like it may just want to send lower. I mean, unless we got an inversion here off the S&T in first presentation being respected, we probably just dump. Maybe we get an inversion here. We can watch. We get an inversion going into the macro. Could be a good setup. I want to see a swing low get put in here. We put in a swing low. That's good. See if we get an inversion now. If we get an inversion, say we get filled here. Decent risk to reward with decent upside potential. Not including the volume imbalance because it covers 50%. Oh, we shall see. I'll take this inversion in the macro. Respect first presentation. This would be a classic model, I guess. It's this year accumulation and manipulation here on ES. Give you as a protraction as well if you want to scale down to the 15-second. Has to close above. Didn't close above there. Solid close, but not above. Not above just yet. Hopefully it doesn't go too far if it does inverse. Well, I glitched out my screen. Well, this probably goes lower. Looks like we're going to take out the sell side now. I think we take out the sell side. Getting short on this order block that just formed. Should be a protraction model. And I'm going to target 20% TGIF, which aligns with the data low from NFP. Quickly flipping my bias there. Inverse first presentation. You start seeing the bearish order flow going into the macro. Good risk reward. Trading back into first presentation. Trading back into this bearish fair value gap. If inverses, then I might close the trade. But honestly, I like my stop where it is. Well, let's just see. We did inverse, but ES didn't inverse. I'll give this a chance. I'm going to put my stop here at the high. It's just coming really quick above us. We should have maybe we shouldn't have switched bias there. Getting back into this inversion. It might just be bullish. This is going to be a CISD if we close above. So we'll watch this. Body's respecting first presentation, which is good, but pretty aggressive order flow. Pretty aggressive. Looks like we will get that CISD. We do get a CISD now. Original bias is playing out. See if we get a retest of the CISD because the feels not too good. 5-minute bearish on ES, but it's pretty bullish on NQ. All right, let's try it. Let's try it. If we take another loss here, I'm just gonna stop trading because that's just like unreal. Trading back into the inverse first presentation with a bullish fair value gap. Trading off the 15-minute bullish fair value. I mean, I like this trade. It's a 15-minute bullish fair value gap. Both assets tapped in. The inverse first presentation. We got the CISD in 3 candles. Very strong displacement. We'll see. I'm not happy with the short I took, but this long is a good trade. Watching 50% of first presentation. Where's this volatility coming from? The yellow folder at 10 a.m. Factory orders, perhaps. Still respecting bullish order flow, but not the quick reaction I was looking for. Checking first presentation 50%. We'll just see. Really choppy here, for an NFP day especially. I guess we did have a lot of expansion in pre-market. But I'm still happy with the trade idea. Expecting the 15-minute hold to hold this 15-minute. And first presentation rested inside there. I'd want to see speed above these highs. Form the OB, and we can probably get a continuation going into 10. We closed above first presentation right there, so it's a good sign. The body's respected 50%. It's starting to look like a high resistance condition, but we'll see. Think about doing half and half at those levels, respectively. Trying to see some good expansion. You can take 3 off here. We already didn't get the fill. I trail the stop. We're gonna move this higher. Looking at this bullish fair value gap. Where's -1 in the protraction model? It's right there. I'm gonna go for this. Sweet spot right here. I'm gonna sell one here to be safe. I took off one. Going to stop the 10 a.m. open. Shouldn't come back to this low unless we put in. There's a 3-minute fair value gap there. Yeah, we can come back. It's fine, but it should have exploded right through those levels. It really shouldn't have stayed slow. I'm thinking something like this. The first short we took was not good, but we might stop at 10 a.m. opening price. We may adjust the partials here. It's NFP though. I want to see some expansion. By the way, look at this low, forming right at 25% opening range gap. Pretty cool, eh? Pretty cool. My video is gonna cover this idea exactly. I'm gonna take one more off this position. I'm gonna take one more off. It's taking way too long. It's taking way too long. Now if it hits our stop, we're break even on the day. Taking way too long. This will be my last trade of the day. It was already a messy session for me. Really just edging the buy side. Crazy. We get two more off. We get the -1 standard deviation of the 930 manipulation leg. Over here. -1. You know, the model actually didn't even form longs here. If you just had I just stayed bullish initially and waited for the reversal model, it only formed right here where I entered. It didn't form anywhere else. Right here. It's the only trade model that formed for me. Could have also entered here for direction. So maybe in hindsight, should have just trusted my bullish bias to begin with and just waited for that reversal. I'm gonna bring the stop here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'll close it manually if I need to. But there's a 5-minute bullish right there. I want to hold it. Pretty good fill on that fair value gap. See what chat's saying. Because this is my last trade anyway. I don't see myself adjusting anything here. That fair value gap's too small for me to qualify it as first presentation. Do you have any vids on your model? All my models are on YouTube, yes. 10 a.m. PO3, possible. Didn't take any trades today. Tape read a nice winning short though. Nice, bro. You watched Vampire Diaries? Yes, I have watched some of it. How was the movie? The movie was alright. How do you determine when to exit? When my model criteria is correct. Made. -1 is a minimum. Protraction model criteria is already met. So I use standard deviations. Where can I find your model? It's all on YouTube. Where's your PO3 indicator? I don't use a PO3 indicator, brother. I will sell. Good luck, brother. I'm gonna buy the books this weekend. Something I was wondering why he make it his first presentation. This one's too small. This one's too small. You can still use it, but it's too small for me. You were bearish? Yeah, I switched my bias. Aggressive move? Yes. We on micros? I trade micros on my accounts. Yes. When did you start implementing fib for TPs? I've been using standard deviations for a really long time. Can I learn through your GEMS PDF? Yep. GEMS PDF is just basically a textbook of the YouTube series. CE and the monthly FEG good for TP. That's pretty extreme. I would go for maybe 25%. Do size matter? Yes. How long have you been trading for? Almost 2 years now. Why is bro ignoring me? I don't read chat while I'm trading, but now that this trade is set and I'm done, this trade is done for me. Why are we not closing? Because I think it can go higher, obviously. Why else would I not close? Why is bro ignoring me? Can I ask? Yeah, you can ask now. I'm reading chat now. Where can I find my model? It's all on YouTube. It's P&L for today? I don't know. I don't trade with P&L on. Can I ask now? Yeah, bro, ask away. There's a video about your protraction model respect. Yep, that model's on YouTube. Where can I find your model? Only YouTube? YouTube's the best place to go. Hey, Gatie, how are you? What's that gray box you've marked out? It's that daily bearish fair value gap from over here. I'm not including the wick because the wick covers 50%. We have S&P to hide though. That's why I took off a partial. I was targeting midnight open, but my bias on the day was long, so my mistake. Yeah, that's okay, bro. I shorted by accident. Well, not by accident, but I shorted as well. I want to learn gems. Can you explain standard deviation behind your parcels? Yep. So if this is a manipulation leg, I would expect at least -1 standard deviations, especially if it's a large leg. More importantly, on this retracement, I'd expect at least -1, which is why I took a partial here. -2 to 2.5 would be 2 times the retracement. So if we're going to get expansion, I would want to see it 2 times the retracement. GEM stands for my strategy. I think break even is now. It actually is now, yes. But nah. I don't like this 5-minute. But yeah. The reason I'm gonna break even now is not because you said. It's because we formed another protraction model. We took out this low. We got another bullish order block. So I'll trail my stop to this order block here. Yeah, my price is also bullish. What is the volume? What is a volume imbalance? A volume imbalance is a gap between two bodies. There we get -1 standard deviations of the reversal model. We're also getting -1.5 of the protraction model. But I want to see now. So standard deviations of my protraction, -2, -2.5. It's a nice sweet spot in between. Where I'll take my next partial. And then final one will be up there at 50% of the daily CIBI. Prime Neymar or I don't know what that means. I think you should quit trading instead. Are you with your boys on Valorant again? Your stop? Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna manually close. Yes, I should adjust this. You are correct. Just remember, I'm trading on my actual accounts on the left, so good shit. Even though I was talking shit earlier, that's why I don't have chat open, bro. I'm sure everyone was talking shit when I switched my bias and went long. Everyone was probably like, "Yo, this guy, he's tilted, bro. He's stupid, bro. He's trading random. He's gambling." I'm sure people were talking shit, bro. That's why I don't have chat open while I'm trading. So I don't have chat open. My model was close to your entry. Nice, bro. I mean, I could have got a better fill here on mine, but it was pretty good. That long was actually good. Could have got a better feel on the retail. Yep, could have got a better fill, exactly. Everyone was talking shit? Of course, of course. They'll talk shit when I lose, but once I start winning, they'll disappear, bro. Everyone will disappear. Where did I short? Right here. In this candles expansion. Look the same table, got on our retest. Nice, bro. Good shit, Lori. I took a market sell. Now I'm fucking tilted. Who cares about the bro talking facts? Bro, I've been live streaming for over a year now, I think. You can get mod. I like you, Danny. How do I do this? Last moderator? No. People love talking shit, man. People love. You don't have to ban anyone talking shit. I mean, you can let them talk. I can't even read their messages, bro. Imagine like taking your time watching the live stream, typing like, and I'm not even reading it, bro. Finally seeing some green on stocks. Oh, you probably got bad fill, huh? Why were you bullish? I was bullish originally on the day, just because the order flow was bullish, and we have a very obvious draw here in the daily CIBI. Like, it's actually funny, bro, when people are just like, what did you switch your bias? To be honest, like, I'm gonna be straight up. Like, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. Did I switch my bias? My original bias was bullish. I wanted to see longs from the 15-minute bullish fair value gap. But then after I saw this candle inversing first presentation, I kind of got maybe a FOMO move where I just kind of wanted to short, and I was like, you know what? No more bullish bias. I think we're coming to these TGIF level. To be fair, I was kind of 50-50 to begin with. I wasn't really sure if we're going to get TGIF or if we're going to get an expansion to the daily CIBI. So once I saw this down close candle really aggressively from the daily CIBI and that first presentation, I was like, okay, this is a protraction model. We had a previous CISD. We were tracing to a fair value gap. We got the OB. I thought we were going to flush down in the macro to TGIF and to NFP data low. But I switched my bias quick, which is fine. I mean, to be honest, it wasn't a bad trade. I didn't break any rules. It's just now in hindsight, probably should have just trusted my original bias. You know, and then would have been a lot easier. Yeah, it is what it is. It's not going to be perfectly clean every single day, you know? My jaw dropped when you got in short so randomly. It was a quick decision, but it wasn't random. There was logic behind it. It was 950 macro. We already had the CISD retracement into a fair value gap. We got the we got the order block right here. We put in a bearish fair value gap. We inverse first presentation, aggressively so. It was inside the macro. I thought we were going to distribute to midnight opening price and to this low inside the bullish fair value gap and potentially 20% TGIF. It was a good short. That short wasn't a bad short. That was not a bad short. It's just the bias was wrong. Everyone's gonna say that was a bad short, but it's not a bad short in my opinion. It's not a bad short in my opinion. It's just because it lost. Everyone's like, "What the hell was that short, man? The fuck? Who cares about the outcome?" It did look very out of pocket. I know. It did look very out of pocket because I said if this inverses, I'll go long, and that's why the short was bad. Because I literally was bullish at this, and so one candle determined my entire bias switch, which is not the worst thing. I mean, I've done that many times. I did that on the long side today. As soon as this candle got to CISD, I was like, yeah, this is actually bullish, and I see it clearly now. You know. Someone says short on YM. YM, I mean, not really, bro. I'm gonna be honest, not really. Can you close P&L so you can minimize your trades based on emotions? Yes. I don't know my P&L until the end of the week on Friday. I'll journal it, and I journal everything that's happened. No, I don't think it was a bad short, bro. I don't think it was a bad short. I think it could have played out, to be honest. I think it could have. This could be, I mean, could this be? This is a 10 a.m. power of 3. Every day is a 10 a.m. power of 3. It's just not always clear. Oh, you're talking about like this reversing and being, yeah, it's possible as well. Note that the lower limit. How do I care about winning trades more than winning money? Nope, it's not about winning trades. It's about following your system and just taking good trades. It's not about winning or losing. It really is not about the outcome. What is it? Like profit and loss, Yusuf. I was looking M30, but it was an H4 continuation. That's okay. I'm not joking. When you entered that short, I said out loud, well, good luck, brother. That's what I needed, to be honest. I'm down 60 on my XFA, shut down, I'll keep risking 250, bro. You got it. You can build it back. Don't sweat it. Still think we can go lower because of the S&P. It's possible, man. That's why I'm sitting here at break even with 60-70% of my position taken off. Where are you from? I live in Canada. I'm gonna put the stop right here. Covers a part of this 5-minute bullish. So we'll just leave it there. Thanks. Appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna short a cigar. Nice, bro. I mean, yeah, if you're bearish, it's not a bad short. I was looking at 30, but it was H4. Yeah, that's okay, bro. Could this be 10 a.m.? Like reversal? Yes. Your server has so many bots. He sent me from my mentor. Did my mentor that? Check is my only mentor. Keck, I know you didn't watch the 2022 mentorship series like I told you, bro. You gotta go watch that, bro. You gotta go watch that. I took shorts at pre-market. Wanted to see SSL taken out first. It's possible. We're in Canada. I'm in Ontario, near Toronto. Yeah, I actually played one game of Val last night. I didn't want to. I was coerced. Are there Punjabis in your town? Of course, bro. Are you Arab? Yes. I will after my exams. All right. Do you speak Arabic? A little bit. No way to me. What city? Bro, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to leak everything. You know. I ain't trying to leak everything. Okay, my computer bricked itself when I tried to open it to start trading. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna post a very what's postal code? I'm gonna post a very insightful video after this on YouTube. See if we get the inversion here. I mean that's okay, Eugenio. You can do that if you found significant consistency. You know, Maldives, yes. Looks like 10 a.m. continuation. It's possible. We traded into 3-minute. Possible. What's your Arabic name? Amir. Syria? I'm from. Oh, my Arab background. I'm Iraqi. Okay, let's do a trade recap so I don't have to do this later. We did originally take a short. I'm not gonna lie, that was a bad short that I took. The reason it was bad was because it was more of a FOMO based decision, not more of a logical based decision. That short, going back, did not break any rules and it was not a bad trade. This was a short over here. But I went against my original bias it wasn't an A+ trade, but it did not break any rules. But putting that aside, the long that we took here, we've already taken off 4 out of the 6 contracts, and we're looking for potential runners. We entered long off this CISD, which also inversed first presentation fair value gap. Price retraces into first presentation, as well as a 10 a.m. open lower into the bullish fair value gap. Respected 50% as we outlined live. Institutional order flow entry drill here, taking partials at -1 standard deviations where the buy side liquidity is. And now I'm looking for the higher time frame objective, which is the daily bearish fair value gap up here, looking at the low of it and the 50% level of it as potential targets. We have an inversion fair value gap right now, so ideally we can see the rest of this trade play out. We're sitting stops at break even. The stop actually makes sense because it covers the low of this 5-minute bullish fair value gap. So it's not just sort of a random stop, it's aggressive, but it also makes sense. I personally don't just put my stops to break even just because. It needs to kind of make sense. If it's aggressive, that's okay. ES is taking out the buy side now. We do have an SMT here, so you know, I think I actually might take one more contract off just because we did get an SMT here and ES is taking out buy side. So we'll see if our last contract can run. We'll see if our last contract can run, and I'll put this stop here now to the most recent swing low. And yeah, that's the trade. Is it okay to have 2 weeks break? No, bro, you're gonna miss every single move, bro. Your whole trading career is done. You cannot take a day off, bro. Let alone a week. So we'll see if we can get the final runner here. We've already taken out 5 out of 6 contracts. It's a pretty good trade setup. We traded to 25% opening range gap perfectly. We have an inversion of first presentation, CISD, very clean breaker. If you trade the unicorn model, I know people took this trade for sure. If they trade the unicorn model, it's pretty much an A+ unicorn. Bullish breaker, bullish fair value gap, we get expansion, institutional order flow entry drill, silver bullet, expansion to the equal highs, and the buy side liquidity pool. Trading my model, -1 standard deviation met easily on the reversal. On the protraction, we're already approaching -2 to 2.5. My TP is in between that at the higher time frame objective. This is my last TP, which is the daily bearish fair value gap. So we'll see if we can get the final runner. Stops at the most recent swing low. Hopefully we get that expansion. We can call it a day and move on. I think this move got stopped on the manipulation. What's your advice? Re-enter. Here, I'm not sure what's your entry confirmation here, but there's no CISD. Me personally, I don't enter a reversal if there's no CISD or breaker. So taking a long in this price leg, for me, would have been a rule break. Here, there is a CISD, so you can take this trade. That's just my criteria. I have a problem. I don't know when to not trade. You got to figure out your criteria, man. Let's drag this up even higher. You entered off fib levels at 950. So you did something like this. Man, you just gotta, I mean, listen, two scenarios. You gotta figure out one thing. For me, no trade day because NFP. That's okay, bro. You don't have to trade NFP. Take the day off, enjoy it. Me waiting to get in a long to find out my 2 seconds. How do you trust 1 minute CISD? Over 6,000 back tests. Is that minis? No. It's only minis on TradingView. On my actual accounts, it's micros. I don't trade minis. That's DSL, bro. Shit's tough. Yeah. This is NASDAQ. When do you not trade? When there's no clear drawn liquidity and my model doesn't form, I don't trade. Bro, just ignoring me? What'd you say, bro? All I see is crime. Is it okay? Bro, I said you can take 2 weeks break, bro. I said it like 3 times. Is trading futures harder than Forex? Nope, it's the same. How did they say we backtested this strategy for 2 years? I have like 6,000 trades using this model or something similar to it. No trade for me today because NFP. That's a great reason to not trade, bro. That's a great reason. That's okay. Don't let anyone who's trading NFP make you feel like you have to trade NFP. You don't have to trade NFP. You don't have to trade ever, bro. You trade when you want to. We'll see if we hit this BPR here, in which case we'll be stopped out. You journal all 6K trades? No. But I am going to post everything from 2023 on YouTube. Was there an orange folder today? I don't remember seeing orange folder. You mean yellow folder? There's a yellow folder at 10 a.m. You can trade that, no worry. 10 a.m.? Yeah, that was a yellow folder. Yeah, you can trade that. Don't worry about that. What's the importance of first presentative fair value gap? If you want to learn about first presentative fair value gap, watch my most recent YouTube video. I'm going to post one today, so not the one from today. It's literally called first presentation fair value gap. You think we're going to come back into the 5-minute? I think this could be the high. I mean, we're so close to the daily SIBI at this point. I mean, I'm sure we get there. Let's see if our SL can hold like a rock right at the BPR. Yeah, you can. I think you can trade that personally. Why do you trade futures over Forex? The main reason is because every single person has the exact same liquidity levels and data on futures. Forex, every single broker has a different level. There's also a lot of slippage and spread. My model is very precise. I've traded Forex before, and the amount of times it like literally goes through my TP but doesn't fill me is frustrating, you know? And I can't market, buy, or sell my positions because when I do, I get slipped. So it's not even worth it. There's no precision. The lack of data is not centralized. It's just bad. I'm gonna give this like 2 more ticks because of the short-term SMT we just put in. How to deal with tax in Canada? Pay them, bro. Are you thinking inverse caps or shit? It makes no sense. But over the months, your trades changed my mind, or inverse caps or shit makes no sense. No, it makes sense, but it's up to you. What's the broker for you use for future? I use Top Step and Alpha. There you go. We're out of the trade finally. Tough day. Was not the cleanest day for me, but we pulled through. Can you link 2K Tradeovate eval accounts to trade at the same time? Yep. You can link 20 accounts at the same time if you want. I used to think inverse caps Venom model right now. Hey man, I'm not too renowned in the Venom model, but I know it has to do with something with 2 fangs. I guess 2 purges into the liquidity pool. I mean, I'm still never gonna use them, but they clearly work. So yeah, you don't gotta use them, bro. There's a lot of things I don't really use. How do you make them trade the same? You just gotta have a trade copier. I mean, you can copy trade on Tradeovate itself. 2 fangs. That's what ICT was saying, bro. Bikaraki? You mean Arabic? You think shorts are bull buys? I still think we can reach up here, but it may not be a smooth run. May not be a smooth run. It's hard to get in. I'm still bullish. Eventually it'll move lower. It's hard to say exactly when, but I wouldn't fight it. Well, the easiest way to get bias every day, the easiest way is just look for the order flow, man. Just look at the order flow. It's been bullish every day. It's been bullish, you know? When we hit NFP's news lows, whenever we become bearish. If I'm copy trading, can I still trade on TradingView? I think so, yeah. Does Top have good payouts? Yes. Why don't I stop watching ICT when I found a model and sat down to refine it? That's okay, bro. You don't gotta watch more ICT. That's exactly what it's for. Gotta make the post 1 sec. Cool. Cool. How's everyone doing, man? I think 209 is reachable today. 100%. Is this the first month of important to key levels of opens and closes? I personally don't, but you can. I hate Friday. Friday sucks. I agree. You think shorts are bullish bias? I'm still bullish. Whenever you are in profit, you get overexcited. Clearly shows emotions. Okay, bro. It's difficult to pass for crazy rules. I passed it the other day with. Why there's so many negative reviews on Top Step? It's a difficult pass. It's just 2 trades, bro. Fooling the sellers. That's what I think. Still in this long. Good luck, SMC short. If I didn't make a bad mistake, I could have left this trade running better, but I made a mistake earlier, so I just took the profits. Maybe P&L based decision, but I'm happy with it. I have 20 accounts with Apex. Most of them are passed in 1 day. Of course you do, bro. You're in here 24/7, bro. Let me ask you, how do you have time to trade those accounts when you're always typing in my chat? I'll take 350K this month. Every time I get extra face, something happens. That'll happen. That'll happen. Pick 1 partial stop at break even. You got it, bro. Good management. Yo, I've seen you manage your trades, bro. I mean, that can be an edge for you, you know? Take advantage. Entry was a reversal model. Yes. Biohazard. Yes. You said, how's he trading when he's always in your chat? Bro, people be like that, man. They'll spam my chat, and they're like, yeah, man, I made 5K, bro. Yeah. Yeah, sure you did, bro. I want to get a 50K. Because people making that much money, they're in. Bro, my chat. What don't you guys understand, bro? My chat is the best. The best traders in the world are in my stream, bro. Like, I'm so delightful. So delighted. How come you have fewer subscribers than Tanya Trade? She's often clueless. I prefer you over her any day. I mean, listen, we don't have to compare. In my opinion, she's a good trader. I think she knows her edge. I'm also biased. I also think I'm better than, maybe not the best trader, but the best at reading price and depicting bias. I mean, bro, if you guys saw, yeah, we're profit on the day, but that doesn't matter. If you guys saw the precision in the weekly outlooks and the daily outlooks I post, this is for gems. For you guys, I just say it at 9:15 a.m. Bro, I don't remember the last time we had the wrong outlook. Like, it's been pretty spot on. But I don't know. That's just me. JCap is goated, bro. He's a really good trader. You done for the day? Probably. Today was already sloppy for me. What daily CP were you aiming for? Because we're in one right now, aren't we? I'm not including the volume imbalance because the volume imbalance covers 50% of the wick. 50% of the CIBI. So I'm not, this is a volume imbalance, and I'm using this. You can just annotate it as Thursday, 27th March high. I'm done for the day, yes. I'm with Alpha Capital now. They can pay us without any problems. Alpha Capital is good. You think she makes money off her lives? She definitely makes a lot of money off her lives, but I think she makes money off trading too. She definitely does. She's a good trader, man. She's a good trader. I want to get 50k account from Topstep, but now I'm unsure. Bro, Topstep, just get the 50k. I mean, Alpha's better, but if you like Topstep, just get Topstep, bro. Are you gonna short this? No. Still, no. You can still use the volume imbalance. Still use it. Just not as a part of the CIBI, because 50% is covered by the wick. Then you have an inaccurate measurement. Topstep is good. All my pace in like 2 days. Topstep has been very consistent for me too. Did you take that trade? The long, yes, but I also took a short earlier. I didn't TP perfectly there. Where was my final TP? It's like around here. Something like this. $80 away from being able to request a payout. I don't know what to do. Probably just go for a 1-to-1. What's your YouTube GatieTrades? Is high, is low win rate, high win? Yeah, in my opinion, low RR, high win rate is the key for getting payouts. It's the key to get consistent wins. I'll tell you that much. It's also just easier, in my opinion. It's less mentally draining. Just quick trades, low risk reward, high win rate. So what if you have a 1R or 2R average? When you're winning like more than half your trades, who cares, bro? You're winning more than half your trades. You know? And listen, the good thing about lower RR is you can always increase, you know? If you aim low, say you average 1R, but then you go back and you study your trades and you're like, well, hold on. I can actually put my stop here and my TP here most of the time. Now you're 2R, 3R. Just simple adjustments like that. You can take your exact same strategy and increase the risk to reward just based on SL placement, entry. You can always improve those things. For example, the trade I took was around 2R. But what if I was like, you know what? Let me wait for like here, 10 a.m. open. Trade would have been 3.6. Came from TikTok? That's good, bro. TikTok sucks. If my loss is more than my wins, it just depends on the size, bro. It depends on your risk to reward. It depends on your win percentage. You gotta find the balance that works best for you. Came from TikTok. What's up, brother? Anyone else take that? Take the short or the long? My point of futures, they're good, bro. Not bad. I've actually never been funded with them. I traded AM, so I was just passing by. Oh, what's up, bro? I trade concept kind of S&T, but on M15, M30, and totally a chance kind of want to do RR. There you go, bro. Charts look solid of CSC, but I'm waiting for 1050. Yeah, valid. I mean, if we retrace now, I'd expect 1050 to distribute higher. If we distribute higher now, probably expect longs to go lower. They're pretty cheap and no activation fees. Yeah, I think my fund is one of the cheapest all-in costs. Their payout rules are not that good, and they have capped payouts. When you get funded with my funded futures, you probably want to risk like $100 per trade, bro. If I'm being honest, on a 50k. Because isn't the max payout 1,200? And you need a buffer. So it's cheap. It's good. It's good for people trying to practice. Is it the best to actually pull out money that's significant? I mean, the money's significant, but like the payout rules are a little bit eh. Learn a lot from you. Appreciate you, bro. That's okay, George. Just don't tell anyone. Don't tell the prop firms that, bro. Thanks for the free live stream. Got you, bro. I'm here every day. We here every day, man. We're almost we hit 5,000 subscribers. But can we hit 10? That's the real question. 10 would be crazy. 10,000? That's like insane. Will it look not the card name when I verify? You should be fine, bro. Doesn't matter who pays for it. In a short, if price goes to 20094.5, I'll pass the eval. Good luck, bro. I hope you pass. 20094. This is the thing about trading evals and stuff, man. Like I do this shit too. I'm so guilty of it. You just start trading the P&L, you know? You're like, all right, man, let me risk this much and put my TP here and SL here or no SL. You should never expect a price to go somewhere. How are you supposed to trade, bro, if you don't know where price is going to go? You just hope. I'm going to enter long. Please go higher. No, you should expect it to go somewhere. Wait for confirmation and do it. Do you think people full pour your trades? 100% people. Some people do. I get messages all the time. If I'm funded on TileSap, I mean, I'm with a 50K funded, can I make 10K in one trade day? You can, but you'll probably risk losing your entire account in one trade. You can only lose 2,000 on a 50K funded. Been through that no SL phase. I've never done it on a funded, but I've done it on evals. You should react according to what price shows you. In my opinion, it's both. I don't know why everyone always argues. Like, I really don't understand why everyone argues, oh, are you supposed to react or predict price? Both. You do both. You predict what's going to happen, you wait for confirmation, and then you react based on what happens. Whether you follow through with your prediction, or do you abandon it and wait for more information or look for something else? Why does it have to be one or the other? You got to look for both. That's where you find the highest probability trades. Imagine you predict something to happen, and then it happens, and you get confirmation. That's the highest probability trade. You predicted what's going to happen, then it actually happened, where and when you thought it was going to. That's a high probability trade. Trading's always 50-50. Either it hits TP or it doesn't. That's not true. Did you close the trade, broski? Yeah, I'm out of the trade, brother. If I'm funded on TileSap, I mean... yeah, I don't trust it. It's not 50-50. If you say trading, everything's 50-50 then. If you're going to go that way. Do you think we go up to the standard deviation in 1 minute? We already did go to -1. Now we're accumulating at the buy side. In my opinion, we still go higher, but that's just me. That's just me. You don't know whether to take it or not. Have you taken anything off? We have New York open at 20100, but it's not going down there. Do you know how to speak in Toronto accent? F the Toronto accent, bro. Took the same long W. Nice. Do standard deviations. I'm more focused on the level here. But no level's guaranteed, man. So that's why we took most of it off. It started slowing down when I wanted to see it speed up. That's all. Macro. If you're in challenge, how much is your risk of trade? I risk 1%. My 150K compound rebuild date tomorrow. I need exactly 4,700. I need these fill ports. Good luck, bro. No, for sure, but if means you don't really know. I mean, you never really know. You never really know. You just do your best. If I pass 100K alpha, what percentage trade? We said less over average. Ryan, first things first, let me ask you. Is your goal to like guarantee secure a payout? Or do you want to build a buffer and scale this account? Yes, my YouTube channel has all my models. When I'm in Europe, which futures firm do you recommend? Alpha Futures, 100% without question, brother. If I pass over, what percentage per trade? Yeah, Ryan, let me know what's the goal. Because you can like pretty much guarantee a payout, Ryan, if you risk 200 per trade. Like Ryan, 200 per trade, fixed 2R, bro. Fixed 2R. That's 400 profit every single trade. If you can win 3 net trades, bro, that's a $1,200 payout, man. And you still have 3K left to work with. You can repeat that process easily. I have multiple models. I have one model, 3 different ways it can form. Can you please tell me what's the buys? I'm personally bullish, but I already took longs and hit take profit, so. Oh man, I'm just trying to get another draw. I do have a discount for Alpha Futures. Yes, my code is Gatie. Hell nah, man. I'm just trying to get out a draw for a terrible stupid. What does that mean? Do you like my fund and futures? They're not bad. I think it's more of a beginner-friendly firm. Unless you get the expert plan. But if you're going to get the expert plan, you might as well just get an alpha account, though. Patiently waiting from 5-minute breaker for long, if not retest for next week. There you go, bro. What are alpha futures rules? The only rule is 40% consistency. You don't need a buffer to request payout. You just have to have... You can pretty much request payout as soon as you take 3 wins. So if you're consistent, and I think I watched your trades, they're pretty much similar in risk to reward wise. Because of pricing? Because of pricing, yeah, and the rules. Like, Alpha is just, whether you like them or not, it's still the easiest firm to get a payout with. All you need is 3 wins. That's it, man. 3 wins. Is your model inside the Dense PO3 playlist? Exactly. You have multiple videos. You got to watch the whole series so you understand. If I just give you the model, it's not going to make any sense. So watch the entire series if you want to learn how I trade. Take some of it into your own model. TradeStation a good company? Yes, they are. How did you cast along? CISD. I had a 50% discount on my fund future, so I'm trying it out. Still have my alpha account. Hey man, good luck. When I got in long and I saw it and it started shooting lower, I opened your stream and I saw you're in the same trade. It kind of caught me. Oh, right here? Yeah, I feel you. I mean, for me, what kept me calm was I just had this marked out, and I was like, okay, let's see. Do we close below 50%? And we didn't, you know? So I just kept looking at that, and then we got an up close candle, and I was like, well, this looks good. So you think take 3 wins, risking 200, and taking 2 RR, withdraw 600? No, withdraw 1200, bro, or withdraw 1000. You looking for another trade? No, I'm done. I'd expect longs though, but I'm done. So no more trades for me today. No more trades for me today. So yeah, someone said, you gotta follow your model, bro. You just gotta stay disciplined. Oh, I'm not talking about Top Step. I'm talking on Top Step. You can't do that, Jordan. You can't do that because on Top Step, if you take a payout below the buffer, you're gonna kind of cook your whole account. I'm talking about Alpha Futures where you can do it and you can take out the whole 1,000 if you want, and you can still keep trading with good drawdown. Hey man, I'm glad to say that a lot of my trades are similar to yours. I'm glad to say that too, man. I'm glad to say that too. Eval, our funded account trade, both, brother. Got stopped out twice on stupid 0.01% move. Still matters almost break even for the day. Worst part is everything on the played out perfectly right after. It happens, bro. What account would you get with Alpha Futures? I personally use the 100K standard. That's like my sweet spot. It's like not too expensive, but I have 4,000 drawdown. I can still get a significant payout. I'll use money from that to get more accounts. Yeah, that's better, bro. Was I just checking? I've been break even for so long. I was looking at your lives the past weeks, and you're really good at explaining. Do you perhaps know the win rate of your model? So trade win percentage, I fluctuate between 50 and 60. This is from 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025 live markets. Pretty much consistently. Daily win percentage, a good month I get 70. A bad month I get 40. Usually I average around 60. 60% is usually what I average. I'm going to post. Listen, everyone who's listening to me right now, listen closely. I'm going to post a full 1 year backtest. Every single trade backtested and recorded. It's going to be a long ass video. It's going to be a long ass video. I might have to break it up actually. But it's going to cover me proving to you that it's the win rate it is, you know. It's can't hide a 2023 live backtest. Got stopped on longs from the BPR at the first presentation. Here, I need a CISD to enter reversal. There's no CISD here. Is it going to be sped up? No, it's going to be literally me, like, just backtesting every single day. Some days we skip because it's no trade days. Obviously, it's a little bit faster. Like, I'm not like, okay, this is the daily bit. Like, I'm a lot faster. In like 20 to 30 minutes, I can cover 2 weeks. We took 2 trades today. One loss, one win. We're up on the day. Not that that matters. Got stopped out on longs from the BP. Yeah, for me to enter reversal, I have to see a CISD. So there's no CISD here, therefore there's no trade. Not for me, at least. It's a reversal model. Trading below 930 open. I think 100%, yes. It saved me from a lot of losses. That's for me though. You don't gotta do it. You don't gotta trade like me. It's also a timing thing, right? This is 938, 941. For me, it's simple, man. If I'm trading a reversal, I have to see a CISD or a breaker. That's just my rule. If it's a continuation, I'll take a VPR. So if this move happened up here, if this exact scenario, but instead it was up here, I would take it. But because it's down here below 930, it's not enough for me. And if it just went up higher and higher, I'll let it go. Let it go. You missed it. You know, it could have done. It could have closed the bullish all the way up here, and I would have had to wait for a retracement. Otherwise, the risk reward is not good enough. That's okay. Just let it go. That's for me. Gatie, what's your possible scenario for next week? Possible trades for the monthly FEG? It's hard to say. Depends how we close today. I'd expect some sort of retracement lower though, for sure. It definitely should move somewhat lower. We didn't really get TGIF today. It could happen in the PM session though. That fair value gap too small. You can use it. I can't honestly tell you which one the algorithm is going to refer to as the first presentation. Sometimes when it's a really small fair value gap, it's not as much use. For example, on ES, it's not even really there. It's one tick. So I like using the most obvious one. What? Yeah, that's my scenario. That's great. Going 40% the fixed 1 and 2 is still profitable. Yeah, I mean, I rarely hit 40%. Obviously, sometimes we have losing months. Like I can show you some data. So this is the back. I'm gonna record some more today. Where are we at right now? So I finished 2022. Only some of that was recorded, but that was for gems. So we finished 2022. I'm on 2023, and this is what I'm gonna post on YouTube. So right now, like this is pretty average for me. It's pretty much what I get every time. Can I just check real quick? Where do you consider the CFTC the downside right now? It would have to be right here. It'd be a pretty nice AMD idea for 11 a.m. as well. How's my stock position doing? I haven't checked NVIDIA or AMD, but hopefully, alright, it's still pretty green. It hasn't really moved higher. Thought I said 1021, no swing higher than that. It's not about the highest high though. It's just about your most recent buy side delivery that took out buy side. So because we took out the high here, and you could refer to this, but that would just be a higher time frame one. On the 1 minute, it would be right here. If you zoom out, it's gonna be right there, 1021 or whatever you said. You know, the 5 minute, for example, because there's no high taken out. Well, there is one now. This short-term high. Make sense? Couldn't watch videos on YouTube. There you go. What do you expect for PM session? You have to wait for lunch. So you have to see what lunch does. Then you can see what PM session does. You can't predict like that, but trying to predict that much into the future, it's difficult. We traded today, yes. What hour is lunch? 11:30. Do you use the daily candle body plus wick to determine bias? Of course. What trades did you took? We took the one long. We took a short and a long. Short was a loss. I'll post a recap. We took a long, something like this, something like that. If you see what? That's in 30 minutes. Yep, 28 minutes. I've seen a lot of people say CFTC form has to make a higher high. It did make a higher high though. Doesn't have to be the highest high. There is a higher high right here. Buy side delivery takes out buy side. Closure below confirms that this was a run on liquidity, and this buy side delivery has now been invalidated. Change the state. Sell side delivery. This is a 1 minute CISD. Obviously, you have to look at the higher time frame picture. For example, we've just been simply bullish. In my opinion, we still take out highs, but that's just me. Could be wrong. The trend reversal confirmation. It can be used as a continuation. It's a formation of an OB. So like even if you get like for example this is still a CISD. For example, if you went to the 1 second chart, you would just see a full reversal here. It's just on the 1 minute. So you can argue, okay, this is your CISD, this is a bullish order block, but this is sell side delivery into a fair value gap, got invalidated. You can't like no one can tell you that. Hold on, let me make this really obvious. No one can tell you that this move is not sell side delivery. This is clear sell side delivery into an imbalance. So if we're going to continue, you would expect that sell side delivery to get invalidated, changing the state of delivery. Right there. So kind of same concept here. Well, not really the same. That's more of a continuation idea. For reversal, it doesn't have to be the highest high. Does not have to be the highest high. Because for example, like let me give you an example. This could be protected high. We may not take it, right? We could retrace into a short-term high, or the rejection block, for example, or this balanced price range. And then if we get a CISD, it's a confirmation. It doesn't have to take out this high. If it does, well then you would look for the the regular CISD that you're talking about. But it all depends on bias, obviously. I personally think it goes higher, but that's just me. Can you go to journaling just like yesterday? Unfortunately, today I can't because I actually have to go in like 3 minutes. So I'll have to do it on my own. But if you're really curious on my journal, I can send you a picture. Don't mind sharing my journal with you guys. Damn, that's okay, bro. Does Tata have a KYC I gotta fill? Once you get a payout, yes, you have to do KYC. I had to do my like driver's license, bank info, and such stuff like that. Well, boys, it was a good week. Today could have been bad, but I think we kept our composure. Ended up taking the dub on the first day of the month. Not that that matters, but that was really good. If you're not subscribed, that's all I'm gonna say. If you're not subscribed, you already know. Do you use inversions as a confluence? I use them as an entry model in my Model 3, and I use them as a confluence for any other model. Can't do it early like alpha? I don't think so, no. Maybe with the new dashboard. You end up this week with red or green. We are definitely green this week. Do you use IFEGs? Do you think they're reliable? Yes. Well, boys, I appreciate everyone coming through. We'll see if we reach our final level. I personally think it will, but we'll just see. It's not in our control. We're gonna just mark this out because I want to see if how deep we get into it. So we'll see. We're really close. I think we get there, but who knows? I appreciate everyone coming through. It's a good week. I'll see you guys for May, man. We're a new month. We're locked in. I'll see you guys for May. How's the video going? The video's still going, man. We're up. It's still fluctuating around 10% up on the account. Today we're up 2% because we had a little dip yesterday, but I'm still holding strong. AMD looks good. Nvidia looks good. Yeah, looks good. Both look good. I'm gonna keep holding though. I'm gonna keep holding for now. Slowly grow that account. Every quarter we'll take a trade, so I might hold this one for the rest of the quarter, to be honest. Quarterly PO3, man. Took out quarter low, reversal to quarter high. It'd be a crazy swing trade for me if we get up here. All-time highs. But who knows? Trump could say anything and all that would be gone. So appreciate everyone coming through. I'll see you guys live on Monday. I'm going to announce the giveaway winners this weekend. Where's your stop? No stop loss, bro. We're in this. It's in the swing trade / investment move. You know? What are you going to do now? I'm trading with cash, not with margin. What are you going to do now? I'm going to go sell something to someone. Man, I'm a journal. Make some more breakfast. Probably go to the gym or go for a swim. Either or. First presentation, fair value gap. There's a full video of it on my YouTube channel if you want to learn, brother. I appreciate everyone coming through. I'll see you guys live Monday. Let's get a good month. Let's get a good month. That's all I'm going to say. Let's get a good trading month today. I mean, this month.